Hey guys, Mr. Backenberg here. In this video, we're going to take a look at ellipses. So first, let's talk about what an ellipse is. We should be fairly familiar with what a circle is. A circle is all of the points along a curve that are equidistant from a center point. Well, an ellipse is just a stretched circle. So it could be stretched along its horizontal axis to make it wider, or it could be stretched along its vertical axis to make it taller. The standard form equation for the graph of an ellipse centered at the origin is x squared over a squared plus y squared over b squared equals 1. That a value helps you determine how wide your graph is horizontally, and that b value helps you determine how tall your graph is vertically. So in this first example, we're just going to look at the graph of an ellipse. So we're given the equation x squared over 9 plus y squared over 16 equals 1. And graphing that out, what it would look like is a vertical ellipse. And what I want you to focus on are values along the x-axis and along the y-axis. With that x information within the equation, it was x squared over 9. Well, notice on the x-axis, we've got zeros happening, x-intercepts happening at 3 and -3. That 9 was that a squared. And if we look at what's happening along the x-axis, we've got x-intercepts happening at 3 and -3. Well, 3 squared is 9, and -3 squared is also 9. If we focus on the information about y, where we've got y squared over 16, that was our b squared. And if we look at what's happening along our y-axis, we've got y-intercepts at 4 and -4. Well, 4 squared is 16, and -4 squared is 16. So there's a relationship between the equation and the x-intercepts and the y-intercepts for your ellipse. Now, we can also graph out an ellipse on our calculator using parametric equations. With a circle, the coefficients had to be exactly the same. For an ellipse, those coefficients, we want them to be different, and that's what's going to give us this stretched look either along our x-axis or along our y-axis, depending on what those coefficients are. So in our calculator, we're going to graph out these parametric equations. For x, we're going to use 3 cosine of t, and for y, we're going to use 4 sine of t for t values between 0 and 2 pi. So on my calculator, first thing I want to check is some information about the mode. We want to be in radian mode and in parametric mode. Hitting y equals, we said for the x that was going to be 3 cosine of t, and we said for the y that was going to be 4 sine of t. I'm going to hit window. We want to go from 0 to 2 pi. This number in here is 2 pi, but you can just type in 2 and the pi button. When I hit graph, that's going to give me this picture of an ellipse where its horizontal radius is 3, because we put 3 in front of the cosine, and its vertical radius is 4, because we put 4 in front of that sine. That's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching.